So after days of testing options for potential broadening of our GT1 class, it comes down to this. The idea of NC2, NC5s and Mabuchi 18,000 RPM motors doesn't really give us the consistency we're looking for, and other considerations led us to keeping the existing NC1, NC8 configuration and broadening it to some other manufacturers. So, after extensive testing to validate consistency, here's what it comes down to based on lap times. The fastest of the bunch is the fly front motor Corvette with a 6.573, and the slowest of the bunch is the SCX V1 GT F40, and it's at a 6.924. So it's a total spread of 0.4 of a second. However, the times between the different cars are relatively close. The next fastest car was the Slot.it with a 6.971, and then Ninco Porsche had a 6.861, then a fly front motor with a 6.873, and then Ninco Porsche with a 6.875. So you can see how close these are running. I dropped my list. So then we have another Ninco Porsche, this one with a 6.847. So that's a first notable jump, and we're still only talking about 0.03 difference. Then we have an SCX F40, which is a 6.840, so very, 7 thousandths difference from the previous. Okay, and then a Ninco F40 came in with a 6.35. Then we got an SCX V1 with a 6.820. Then we have another SCX F40 with a V1, and that's 6.816. Then a Fly Celine with an NC8 is a 6.810. And then my personal race car with an NC1 is 6.779. And then a loaner car with an NC1 is a 6.767. And then another loaner, this time a McLaren with an NC1, is a 6.71. And finally, we have the fly front motor Corvette with a 6.573. Now, also note, during the testing, I did check just strictly motor speed, and some of the cars that made the fastest lap times had the slowest motors, and some of them with the slowest lap times had relatively good motors. But all in all, with the exception of the fly front motor, all the rest of the cars were literally within one car length, going all the way down the straightaway in full throttle through the parabolic banking. So they're very, very close in motors consistency, and fastest motors didn't necessarily equate to the fastest lap times.